and wiped out. You can see those blackguard in the background of the blackguard that have been removed by impact hits and totally trashed them. But he survived that round with one standard bearer left alive and attacked back and mainly fluffed his attacks with his Death Hag. So actually win the combat. Now, the blackguards still count as stubborn and immune to psychology, so they don't automatically break. But the Death Hag and co lose their frenzy, and they're not immune to psychology, I believe. So they take a break test against my fear-causing chariots, and he actually failed his break test and ran with the Death Hag's crew. But of course, the stubborn guy with the flag there stayed. So that means I'm susceptible to charges with the chariots. So the game's getting very, very interesting indeed. Next photo, the Tomb Guard have declared a charge in the magic phase thanks to the casters nearby, scaring away the Harpies. They fled, and of course my big pieces of artillery on the hill are safe for now. Next picture, it's his turn, and he rallies his Death Hag and company, but the single flag bearer there is still in combat. But yeah, we'll see what he does about that. Let's go to the next photo where you can see what happens. The Hydra's charge the Carrion, so the Carrion have to rank up in front of the Hydra, giving an opening for the chariot to charge into the flank of my chariots. Very bad for me. And his repeater crossbowmen have charged into the other side of the other chariots, which are locked in combat with the single remaining Blackguardsman. So my chariots are in a very, very bad position right now, as you can see. And the game could go against me now. Because I failed to break the spearmen in one go. And there was 25 of them. But if you've seen the dice rolls, I got a 1 for the Prince's Impact hits and a D6 plus 1. I did direct tons of attacks against the Sorcerer and failed them all with the chariots. It was just abysmal. Next picture, on my right-hand flank here, the Harpies have rallied, and the Witch Elves are getting very close now, marching up, and I'm going to have to do something about them. Hopefully, they'll be in combat with the Tomb Guard on the hill, which will have a bonus. Hopefully, they'll survive a round, and I can charge into the flank with the skeletons. But of course, he's put the ASF banner, the Always Strikes First banner, on the Witch Elves, so they'll be really rending me apart in close combat there, even if I just throw 2 units into that. In the background, he's totally clobbering me there with his units, so not really going to survive. Next picture. Still haven't really resolved the combats over here, so just sort of giving you a good overview of what's going on in the battle. Some great pictures showing up in this slideshow, but as you can see, the Dark Riders in the far background are just pinching away at the Scorpions, who are really doing very little, just moving around the flank aimlessly and not really achieving anything just yet. So we're gonna have to go to the next picture now to see if anything's resolved. Oh man, you can see the resolution in this photo here. All the chariots have been destroyed and the Carrion are wiped out. So he's got the Hydra freed up, and now I've got the entire center to deal with and the right hand flank. So things looking pretty grim for the Tomb Kings. And he's rallied all of his Harpies, rallied all of his units with the Death Hag and so forth. So and the King standing out there by himself. So man, this is going to need to be a good next Tomb King's turn if I'm going to have any hopes of winning this game. Even the single Black Guardsman with the flag is still alive. Next picture. So Tomb Kings moving around. I've got the Hierophant there. Hierophant's moved around. The spearmen of the unit of skellies in the foreground have moved around a little bit. I've charged his chariot in the background with the King, but you can't see too much from this photo, so I'm going to go to the next one. Here you can see it. The King's is moved in combat with the chariot, so he'll be able to destroy it instantly. So that's a load off my chest, and the Scorpions have just moved around the side to help. In the meantime, the Archers have reformed against the Hydra, so hopefully we'll be able to defend, and I've got a flank charging unit of Archers there to deal with the Hydra as well. Next picture, though, just sort of a better view here. The Casket of Souls goes off, so I'm going to go to the next picture to show you. I don't know, not the Casket of Souls. Sorry, I'm going to go to the next picture to show you what happens with the Scullipede, and wham! As you can see here, the guy holding the template over the Witch Elves absolutely shatters them, goes dead on. There's no he's lost his Cauldron of Blood now because the chariots charged it and they fled. So no 5-up ward save, and he lost like 9 or 10 Witch Elves, or even like 14 Witch Elves from that massive splat rock on top of their faces. So that could save me the flank. And the Casket of Souls goes off, kills all of his Harpies, kills 2 Shades, takes out the last Blackguard, kills a whole number of other dudes, And man, Souls, I got a double 6 on his Hydra, so he's regenerating like crazy. But I took the Hydra down to 1 wound because of the Casket of Souls. Going to go to the next photo, and you can see the result of all of this. He's got much less left. He's got one of the Witch Elves accompanying the Death Hag surviving there. And the Hydra's into the is now it's his turn. The Hydra's charging into the archers with only 1 wound left, and the of course the Harpies are out in the midfield too. But man, Casket of Souls saving the day there, like it often does. And in fact, like it did the last time I played against this guy, but now he's moved his big unit of spearmen in range of my king as well. So next photo after this, the Witch Elves charge into combat with the Tomb Guard, and in the background, nothing too much is happening, so I've got to deal with this this combat here. I've got the Tomb Guard on the hill, but he's got that massive character with like 7 or 8 attacks in it, so that's going to be nasty. Next picture, you can see the result of that combat. The Tomb Guard are wiped out to like 1 or 2 guys left, but I resurrect them in my phase. And now I charge into the flank with my skeletons. Of course, leaving the unit with a Hierophant. Hierophant's hiding behind the hill, and the Harpies are running away because the Casket of the Souls, dealt damage and they panicked again. But at least I've got the skeletons on the flank to delay the Witch Elves for now. The King has flown over to the unit of 10 archers next to the cottage and has used his urgency abilities to charge the Hydra in the flank. And the Scorpions are moving forward. The Dark Riders have been obliterated by the Casket as well, and reduced to 1 guy. And of course, the Death Hag General in the middle of the battlefield is left with like 1 wound remaining, and her buddies have been killed by the Casket as well. And there's like a couple of shades left. So amazing Casket. Next photo. Just a better view of what's happened here. The Hydra's been killed, only had 1 wound left, and the King's dealt with it. So Hydra down the drain, finally managed to deal with it. So battle's looking very tight right now. He's got a few guys in the center. He's only got 4 crossbowmen left. There was one point where he just shredded my Casket crew with tons of repeater crossbow fire and left them with like the Lich with only 1 wound left. But during one of my magic phases, I resurrected all of the Casket crew and gave the Lich's wound back. So I've managed to save it with some intelligent magic play there. But the Witch Elves are tearing me up in close combat. So let's go to the next photo. We get a close-up here. The Witch Elves obliterate the Tomb Guard and win the combat, and now facing off against the Skeletons, which are not going to survive another round. It's really just a delaying tactic here, so he's going to get points with them as well. And I haven't even taken his Witch Elves under half strength yet. He started with 25, but he's got like 13 of them there, so that's plenty. Well, it's actually just enough to get half strength. This is like my second to last turn, or even my last turn. The Scorpion is charged into the Spearman, and the second Scorpion is going to be. I'm going to use urgency to get into the Scorpions and to the Spearman over there. The King is going to charge in his magic phase. He's going to charge the remaining Dark Rider, and that is about it for this particular turn. Next photo shows what happens here is that in my final turn, the Scullipult team push the catapult off the hill, like they wheel it 4 inches, and that gets it out of sight. It raises it to the Witch Elves, so the Witch Elves can't charge it, and the Witch Elves aren't in sight arc for the Casket, so the Hierophant joins the Casket crew, and the Scorpion's just wailing on the Sorceress in the backfield there. The Sorceress actually got a Steal Soul spell off, so she was up to 3 wounds because she stole a soul from somebody. How's that for souls back and forth? But the Scorpion got a killing blow on her, and so nuked her. And next photo, the other Scorpion gets into combat in my magic phase and starts wailing on the Spearmen, managing to trash most of them, but they do strike back and kill one of my Scorpions, so at the end of the game, I only had 1 Scorpion left, and that is the end of the game, and we tallied it up, and it turned out to be a draw. So I thought I did very well to come back from that horrible situation in the center where my chariots were getting crushed. But I had a lot of great luck. Had fantastic luck with the catapult this game, fantastic luck with the Casket of Souls, and just in general it was really good. And had a lot of luck keeping my Casket alive under a lot of shooting. But I really enjoyed this game. It was a real ripper of a game, and some brilliant photos came out of it. Very nice photography, even though it was rather dark and bleak. But that's what you want Warhammer to be like. So thanks to my opponent for this game, and thanks to you guys for watching.